Hi, Michael. How are you?
Good, how are you, man?
Good. Your film, Amnesiac, it
Yeah,
reminded me a lot of Misery. Were you a big fan of that film making
yeah,
this?
yeah. That was something that sparked interest when I read the screenplay for the first time. We haven't, this hasn't been done in a while. Um, Stephen King and Kathy Bates and James O'Neill were able to scrape something together that was very memorable way after it's been made, years and years and years. So, in terms of it becomes a classic. And so when I read this, I go, this has an element, at least the setup of it. And then we go into more of a maybe more psychological thriller slash horror sort of mixes it. I think it probably gets its own identity by the end of the movie.
Kind of a different role for Kate Bosworth. The last thing I think I saw her in was 21. It was some kind of a card game movie, or it was Superman
Yeah,
Returns.
yeah, yeah.
But still a different. It was a different role for her because she's like a psychopath in this.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
That's not
You
the
know,
type of
after,
that's not the type of crazy bitch you want to bring home to mom.
no, you don't want to. You want to make sure you ditch it before it gets home.
Jesus Christ, she was nuts.
Yeah, she was nuts. She was a lot of fun to work with because she's never done anything quite like this, and she's a very sweet, natured person in real life. So when we decided to do this character together, we decided if you're really serious about this, we can really go off the deep end and make this girl feel like she's from the 50s and be very analytical about everything. Let's see how far we can push it. And that was the result.
Did you ask Wes in his personal life if he's ever had anyone like tie him to the bed and leave him like there all day just to get prepared for the role?
He could identify with certain aspects of lying in bed, I think. He was, he took the secondary role, which was brave. Usually you hear these stories where girls are held captive, where he's held captive, which was a nice bit. It reminded me of Femme Fatale movies or movies that harken back to the day where there was a leading lady that drove a lot of this. And when I said, what would you do if you woke up in bed? All you get is a big grin. You just get a big grin going. One, oh, I hope that never happens to me. That's kind of hard.
What was the what was the number one reason you wanted to do a movie like this? I saw some of your other work, and one of them was the astronaut, the astronaut
Yeah.
farmer. I remember that. I was like, oh, this is that guy. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Anytime you're able to change genres and somebody will pay for it, it's just another way of going to film school and learning other aspects of the genre and storytelling. I mean, my career I've been able to bounce around and do different things. It's a harder road to choose because I don't do one film at the same over and over again. So when I found this screenplay, I'm quite visually driven. I go, this would be neat if we could make this a pseudo period piece in a modern day landscape with two characters. It could be sort of a play on misery and kind of grow into a slasher movie with buckets of blood, which I haven't dealt with a lot of blood before. I think that was probably a big reason why I did it.
Do you want to do more thriller and horror movies?
I would do, yeah. I found it's because it has contrivances and it also has its rules of psychological thrillers, and you could probably get pretty good at it if you did it more. If I did it more, I might be able to get even better at it.
Growing up, what was the movie that wanted to influence you to become a filmmaker?
Oh, I'd say it was the early 70s when mid 70s. What made me think of a horror film, just specifically, was I went to a drive-in theater in 1977. There was a double feature, and you sit back in the pickup and you put the speaker on your tailgate, and it was a movie called Mansion of the Doom, and it was a horror movie way back where the doctor would take eyes out of victims to give to his daughter because she was blind. She was blind due to an auto accident that he caused, or he was responsible for. So he would steal eyes in his basement, put him in his daughter's do these horrific surgeries. I must have 7 or 8 when I saw it. I thought, this is the most horrific thing. And then that movie goes, and the second movie that comes on is Jaws. So I saw these two horror movies, or these two, thriller movies, back to back in 1978. That sort of ingrained in me what you can do to a child at a very young age. But it wasn't until probably I saw Once Upon a Time in America by Sergio Leone that really piqued my interest. But there were so many good filmmakers. I mean, there still are so many good filmmakers in the 70s and early 80s that were just doing really, really high-end work. I mean, you could list them all. You could be from Scorsese, even David Lynch started early, and I was watching what he was doing, and you watched Sergio Leone. You watched everybody do some really great work at that time. Spielberg doing Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Just a wonderful movie to watch at being a young kid.
How many days did it take to film this movie?
Just over a few weeks.
How many weeks?
3 weeks. About 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks.
That's really short.
Yeah, it's really short.
Usually it takes a couple months to make a movie. You guys made it just in 3 weeks.
Yep. Yeah, I had some Harry Potter dust. Whipped it up.
Was it because it's pretty much a lot of it's just kind of like all in the house, right?
Yeah. Well, I had really crafty actors that understood that we would do these takes where they would know page after page dialogue, and we were able to get creative with these compositions to keep a lot of the visual on screen with their saying things back and forth. So they were well versed in the script, so we were able to whip through and make the visual and them come together in a very quick manner.
Now, when the DVD comes out, are you going to be on a commentary about it?
I haven't been asked yet. I haven't done that since probably my third movie called Norfolk, and I don't know if I could do that stand-up routine, but I try.
Commentaries can be a lot of fun. Well, we appreciate you taking some time out to come on the show with us and talk about the new thriller. It was a lot of fun to enjoy to watch.
Great. That'd be fun.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
All right. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
No problem. You have a good day.
You too.
Bye.